Is there animal pee in this conditioner? This is the tea, so get your cups out, get your cups out. The ingredient that we're looking at is diazolinonylurea. Sounds like urine. Okie dokie. Hello guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Will and Whim. How are you guys doing? Cool, amazing. You know what? I'm not doing so well because I'm getting messages, DMs, people in my comment section, people showing up to my doorstep. Hi, there's animal pee in your conditioner. Just kidding, I'm being dramatic. But people all around the world are coming out of nowhere to tell me that there's animal pee in my conditioner. Animal pee and carcinogens. I know, it's kind of crazy. It's a little nasty. But we're gonna go ahead today and get to the bottom of this, okay? But first let's do a little bit of this. Yep. Now, a lot of you keep telling me to watch this video by Curly Proverbs. I think that's her name, but I haven't watched the video yet because all of you keep telling me there's animal pee and carcinogens in this, and it's like, I have to do some research first. So what we're gonna do today is go through each and every one of the ingredients in this conditioner. This is the only product from Maui Moisture that I use and like. It's the agave conditioner. It says there's 100% aloe vera juice in it. It's silicone free, vegan, it's eco-friendly, it's pure coconut water, no sulfates, no synthetic dyes, no mineral oil, no gluten, no SLS, no L's. What? Huh? Anyway, as a consumer, I enjoy this product because it gives me a lot of slip. I can part my hair so easily with this. It smells good, and it's just, I don't know, a good conditioner. But also, as a consumer, I want to know what's in this. So let's just hop right into this. Now, I do believe in doing your own research. It's so important. Before I go ahead and listen to all of you telling me there's animal pee and carcinogens in here, I kind of want to do my own research first. So what I like to look to are reputable sources, things that have been here for so long that give us good information about things. So the few sources that I look at for the tea on cosmetics ingredients, okay, I look at the FDA, I look at the EPA, and I look at the CIR. I forgot to mention that there are a few websites that I'll be looking at today that are drawing on the information of the EPA, the CIR, and the FDA sister. Two of those websites are cosmeticsinfo.org and ewg.org. Both are great, and I'll link them below. And the CIR, the Cosmetics Ingredients Review Panel, they're more like cosmetics focused, you know, makeup, hair. They've been around for 40 years. They have experts on their panel directing research and the dissemination of that research to make it, you know, communicable to the general public, sis, i.e. me. They got dermatologists, they have toxicologists, they have all of the allergists, sis, and they were actually partly funded by the FDA, so they're a pretty reputable source for information on cosmetics ingredients. So let's go ahead and spill the tea. Not tea, just water, and it's closed. First ingredient is aloe juice. Okay, so let's see what it says. Aloe leaf juice, surprise, surprise, it's safe, but also if you eat it, it can have laxative effects, so makes you poop. Disgusting. The next ingredient is aqua. Oh wait, it's just water. It's water, guys. Purified water to be exact, which is even better. She is safe. Next up, we have benzalkonium chloride. Alright everybody, settle down, settle down. Welcome back to the 45th annual Spelling Bee, okay? Today we have our first contestant, Will. Will, your word is benzalkonium chloride. I'm sorry, what? Benzalkonium chloride. Yeah. You having trouble? You need to go to the bathroom, need some water? Benzalkonium chloride. B E H E Q, no, Mom. So according to the EWG, which is also another really great source that's also reputable, okay, it's really important to find reputable sources, like cute little blogs and stuff that be on Google that can't really reference a research paper. That's not really a reputable source. You need to find places that cite their sources. Cite their sources. MLA format. The EWG, which stands for Environmental Working Group, is a nonprofit activist group that also keeps corporates accountable. The information that they provide is sometimes not as thorough as I need it to be, but the EWG be holding it down too. So EWG.org says that benzimonium chloride is a human toxicant or allergen, and there's strong evidence for that, and they cite a reference, but they also say, and this is where they cite the CIR, that it's determined safe to be used in cosmetics because there's restrictions to the concentration of benzimonium chloride. But what's really important, and this is what I look for when I see like a shady ingredient in something, is whether or not it's like bioaccumulative. When something is a toxin and it's bioaccumulative, that means that it can stay in your body. You don't want toxins to stay in your body. The next ingredient that we have is alcohol, otherwise known as, well, look at this, Will, an opportunity for a joke. You know you want to say it. It's not that good, but it's kind of good. So just go ahead, say it. Alcohol, otherwise known as Jose Cuervo. Oh my god, why? So alcohol, right? There's ethanol or ethyl alcohol, and that's the stuff that gets you drunk. It gets you turned up, okay? But drink responsibly. That's not the alcohol that's in here. The alcohol that's in here is denatured. Denatured alcohol is not going to get you drunk. It's an antimicrobial, and it's anti-foaming, and it's a bit thickening. She gets you thicker. And it's generally recognized safe by the Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA. Next up, we have glycerin. Glycerin is actually, fun fact, glycerin is actually one of the most used ingredients in cosmetics products after water. It's classified as a sugar alcohol, which otherwise is known as a sugar alcohol. Come on, this one's too easy. You know you got a joke for this one, just go ahead and say it. A Mai Tai. I need a Mai Tai. Sugary alcohol, it's funny. Glycerin is a natural component of animal and vegetable fats. It's a humectant, which means it attracts water and moisture. It's a hair conditioning agent and skin protectant. And according to the FDA, both synthetic and natural glycerin is categorized as safe. Okay, so let's see. The next ingredient is cetyl alcohol. Cetyl alcohol, along with stearyl alcohol, is a fatty alcohol, which is considered the good, non-drying type of alcohol that people put in cosmetics. It keeps your products that are made of liquid and oil intact, okay? When you mix water and oil, okay, you know that they don't mix. But when you mix them, that's called emulsion, okay? When you mix something up real quick, it's emulsified. When you add a fatty alcohol, and I remember studying this in organic chemistry in college, when you add a fatty alcohol, okay, a real thick Instagram baddie alcohol, it just helps all of that stuff stick together and stay emulsified. So you'll see this in a lot of natural hair products because everything contains oil and water, which are like really good for natural hair. The Cosmetics Ingredients Review expert panel says that they're safe in cosmetics and they're non-mutagenic, which means that they won't mutate any of your genes. Not baby fat, fat farm, or apple bottom. These are different kind of genes. And there's no dermal irritation, which means no skin irritation. Next up, we got Cocos nucifera water, which is coconut water. Mainly a conditioning agent, but also an emulsifying stabilizer because it's full of fatty acids. And I hate to break it to you all, but the FDA says that it's toxic, which that's totally a lie because I'm kidding and I just pranked you guys. Oh my god, I'm such a prankster. Subscribe. It's not toxic and totally safe. Next up, we got this agave leaf filtrate. Safe and also used as a skin conditioning agent. Hibiscus seed oil. Characterizes good for your skin. Pineapple fruit extract. One of the more tasty ingredients and also categorized as safe. Coconut oil. Coconut oil is safe and also edible and a good substitute for regular butter if you're making like pancakes. Next up, we got panthenol. Panthenol is derived from vitamin B5. Bingo! You know, because B5, bingo, and bingo was his name. Okay. Alright, that was a bad joke. Let's just keep it moving. Panthenol is a skin lubricant and the FDA says that it's safe. Polyquaternium-10. Friends with the mom. Polyquaternium-10 is used to reduce hair static, and it's also deemed safe. Also, a place in outer space. Got a blast! The next ingredient is polyquaternium-37. Polyquaternium-37 also reduces static and is also safe. The next ingredient is propylene glycol decaprate, Leonardo decaprylate. This is an emollient that softens skin and hair and is deemed safe by the Cosmetics Ingredient Review expert panel. What's interesting about it is that this could actually enhance the penetration of other chemicals. So formulating products with this must be done with caution. So that's something that we definitely want to keep our eyes on. You know, you got to look out for things that are going to like make other chemicals like nosedive into your scalp. But usually companies like Maui Moisture and a ton of other companies have really great scientists behind them, chemical formulators that put ingredients together to make sure that you are as safe as possible. Next ingredient is what?
That is not correct.
Next ingredient is glycerol-stearate. Glycerol-stearate is used as a skin lubricant and slows the loss of water from your scalp, so it's actually safe. The FDA said it, sis. Let's see here. We got PPG-1 tridecate 6. The CIR says that it's safe and it's subject to concentration limitations, and it is an emollient and skin conditioner. Next is tapioca starch. Ew. Okay, I can't remember if I like tapioca pudding or not. Anyway, the FDA says it's safe. Propylene glycol. Propylene glycol is used in a ton of products and is metabolized by your body into lactic acid, which lactic acid is actually naturally found in your body. The CIR and the FDA says it's safe AF, okay? As fun. Oh my god, YouTube is changing. So here we go, we're in the last few ingredients, and this is where we get to the formaldehyde and the cat pee. First up, we have DMDM hydanatoin. The CIR says that it's safe in its current practical use, but they have this whole thing here, so I'm just gonna read it. DMDM hydanatoin is poorly absorbed from the skin. In a laboratory study, oral exposure to DMDM hydanatoin did not result in any adverse effects. The CIR expert panel noted DMDM hydanatoin is a formaldehyde donor in aqueous media, so it's sort of like activated in water. They did attribute some positive results in some in vitro mutagenicity studies to formaldehyde release. So that's just basically saying that yes, when they put DMDM hydanatoin in a group of cells that they were studying in Dexter's laboratory, they saw that there was mutations in the DNA, which tells us that DMDM hydanatoin does release formaldehyde, because formaldehyde is a mutagenic, or I think it's actually genotoxic is the word for it. But basically it causes mutations. Now, before you get all like crazy antsy-pantsy about that, they also say that in these studies, the concentration of DMDM hydanatoin tested were higher than those used in cosmetic and personal care products. So they were using more DMDM hydanatoin, which meant also that there was more formaldehyde there that caused the genes to be mutated. The CIR expert panel has reviewed the safety of formaldehyde in cosmetics and personal care products and concluded that it was safe to a great majority of consumers, but has limited concentration to 0.2% free formaldehyde due to skin sensitivity of some individuals to the agent. And here's the interesting part. The amount of DMDM hydanatoin required to preserve a product, which is less than 1%. So that tiny amount does not expose the consumer to concentrations of formaldehyde above the 0.2% limit for formaldehyde recommended by the CIR expert panel. So the amount of DMDM hydanatoin in this is actually so small that it actually doesn't even release as much formaldehyde as even like the recommended amount of formaldehyde. Now, I'm not saying that formaldehyde in this at all is a good thing. I'm actually saying that formaldehyde is actually not a good thing at all. Like, formaldehyde is a carcinogen. It's listed as a carcinogen. So what's important, even despite like this research that's saying that maybe in your products it's not that much formaldehyde that's being released, and so you shouldn't really worry, you should definitely go ahead and survey all of the products that you're using, whether it's your makeup, your skin, even the food that you're eating, and stuff for your hair, obviously. Go ahead and survey all of those products, and then, you know, make decisions to cut back on all of the products that have DMDM hydanatoin or any other formaldehyde releaser. Now, I'm not here to like defend Maui Moisture or defend anybody, but I think it's important to just like understand all of the tea, sis, all of the tea, and have reputable sources for this. So the amount in here is actually concluded to be safe. Whether you want to throw this in the trash after you hear something like that, it's up to you. Also, really quickly, because a lot of people actually have questions about formaldehyde releasers as preservatives in these products all the time, so they actually came up with this whole page dedicated to the question of what is formaldehyde. They say that formaldehyde is a gas that is naturally produced in animals and humans. It's essential for the production of some amino acids that are important building blocks for proteins in your body. And the interesting thing is, okay, so this is the tea. So get your cups out, get your cups out. Formaldehyde is naturally present in apples and pears, and is also formed naturally when certain vegetables are cooked. Formaldehyde releasers are used in tiny amounts as preservatives in cosmetics and personal care products, slowly releasing small, safe amounts of formaldehyde over time to prevent mold and bacteria from growing and spoiling your products. The tiny amount of formaldehyde released when shampooing your hair is equivalent to the amount contained in one medium-sized pear. The same formaldehyde that's released from formaldehyde-releasing preservatives and cosmetics is chemically identical to the formaldehyde naturally found in your body and in plants. And humans break down formaldehyde from formaldehyde-releasing preservatives the same way that they break down formaldehyde, which occurs naturally in the body, and both are safe. So what I take from that, and they actually listed the exact DMDM hydanatoin formaldehyde here in this one little page, is that there's actually very little formaldehyde that's actually released from the preservatives, and the same amount is in an apple or a pear. So here we are, folks. The moment we've all been waiting for. Is there animal pee in this conditioner? Does Maui Moisture put cat pee in our hair products? Let's find out. I spent the next few hours researching whether or not there was animal pee in this conditioner. I searched far and wide. I wanted to find a reputable source. Is there cat pee in this? I need to know the truth. The ingredient that we're looking at is diazolinonylurea. Sounds like urine. I could see how you would think animal pee right after that. The CIR says that yes, it is naturally excreted in the urine of mammals. So it can be extracted from urine from mammals. But you know what else can be extracted from urine? Urine. If I say that one more time, will this be demonetized? Water. Water can also be extracted from urine. Diazolinonylurea is not animal pee, just like water is not animal pee. But the CIR says that it's non-mutagenic, which is a-okay. It's safe up to concentrations of 0.5%. It's a preservative, it's an antimicrobial, and it comes in a fine white powder, which is interesting because people are telling me it's animal pee. What kind of animals out here peeing out fine white powder? Oh my god. And it's also a formaldehyde releaser, but does not release past the safety standard in its current practical use in personal care products, which we already went through that. Now here's where the interesting part comes up. On cosmeticsinfo.org, which is one of my favorite, most reputable sites to get all of this information, in the scientific facts box, it says that the urea found in cosmetics and personal care products is synthetic and not animal derived. So there you have it. We settled it. No, there is no animal pee in this conditioner. It's a synthetic form. It's a white powder. It's not coming from animals. No animal is peeing inside of your hair products. That would be ridiculous. This is why I encourage all of you who are sending me like a bunch of DMs and all this stuff about what the heck is in here to do your own research and to be vigilant about reputable sources. Make sure you're getting your information from places that you can trust. And also make sure you're not getting your information from places that may have like an angle. Like I also found some information on PETA about this urea, and PETA has like a more like everything's about being vegan and it is about like saving animals. So it's like, of course they're going to be like, yes, it comes from animal urine. But even PETA says that it's typically synthetic. So there you have it, folks. That's the end of this video. I just wanted to go through every single one of these things. Okay, so y'all had no issues. So I had no issues. I really wanted to like, you know, get the tea. I really wanted to get the tea for myself and do the research myself. I sat here for a really long, periodically long time on cosmeticsinfo.org, on ewg.org, and a few other resources that I will link down below. So now it's up to you and it's up to me to choose whether or not you want to continue using this. I'm probably going to continue using it because it's a really good product. And I think the research argues that it's relatively safe. If you don't want to use it, there are definitely organic products out there for you. I'll link some down below. So check that out. And also let me know what you think about all of this tea, okay, down below. What do you think? Or do you think it's safe? Do you not think it's safe? I know a lot of people like to use this because, well, I like to use it because it gives me a lot of slip, but I also know that a lot of people don't like to use it. Wow, okay. I know a lot of people don't like to use it because they have like weird experiences with it. So let me know down below. But that brings us to the end of another episode of Will on a Whim. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all learned something. Definitely go ahead and give this video a big old thumbs up if you did. And if you want to stick around, be my friend, be my homie, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Or is it this way? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Anyway, just follow me. And yeah, I hope to see you all back here real soon for another episode of Will on a Whim. But until then, bye.